So to achieve a fully reconciled trial balance, we start with what we consider to be the basic inputting. So you will make sure that all your sales invoices, credit notes, purchase invoices, purchase credits, bank transactions, credit card transactions and petty cash are all entered onto your accounting system and up to date, ready for the period that you're looking to review. Then you'd look to make sure that we'd move on to what we call basic controls. So the basic controls are where we would double check that everything has been accounted for in the system. So to do that, you'd start with your bank account first, and you go through and do a reconciliation. So you would check that all the receipts and all the payments out of your bank account have all been recorded on the system and allocated correctly, and agree to the closing balance. You'd then do the same exercise for your credit card statements, any PayPal accounts, deposit accounts, and for your petty cash tin. So this would then make sure that any way you receive or pay out cash is accounted for. You'd then move on to reviewing your debtors. So you look at your debtors report, or what they call accounts payable, so people that owe you money, and you make sure that you're happy that all of the people on that list are up to date and accurate, and that there's no adjustments needed for credit notes or bad debt write-offs. You then undertake the same exercise for your supplier account, so what we call your creditors report. And again, this is all the people that you owe money. So for example, your suppliers, your rent, your rates, your insurance, anything that you pay on a term of credit would be on this report. And it is making sure that you're aware of everything that's due. We then look at the next exercise, which would be your wages. We call them your wages control account. So that's making sure that on your profit and loss account, your gross cost of your employee's salary and the national insurance the company pays are entered, along with the liability, which is the money you owe to HMRC for the tax and national insurance, and the money you owe to the employees for their net salary. Once all of that's done, you then pull off some of the reports. So the reports you'd look to access on your system are called your trial balance. That gives you a list of every account that's on your system, but it's a summary of your balance sheet and profit and loss. So if there's any figures on there that look unusual, so for example, a motor vehicle, so say you've bought a van, that should always be shown as a debit because it's an asset to the company. So if that was on the credit side, that would show that there was a concern on that code. So you'd glance your eye down at that, print off your profit and loss and your balance sheet for the company, and make sure that you're happy with the figures that are shown.